Lloyds Bank has set aside another eye-watering sum to cover compensation for people who were missold payment protection insurance. Today, it earmarked £1.8 billion to cover claims against it, bringing the total provision by Lloyds to be almost £10 billion. Incredibly, the banking industry as a whole now expects to pay out £20 billion in compensation. Sums involved are so enormous that there's growing evidence it's influencing the pace of the economic recovery. Our economics editor Faisal Islam is in central London. Faisal, how important have these payments become then?
Well, yes, Jackie, the long shadow of historic misconduct continues to fall on Britain's banking sector, particularly the state-owned banks. Lloyds Banking Group, which encompasses Halifax and Bank of Scotland, joining RBS from last week in upping the estimates of the cost of this payment protection insurance scandal. If you tot those banks up with some of what we expect from other banks in this bank reporting season, you get quite an interesting pattern, and we can tot that up and we'll have a look at a chart now showing the kind of monthly payments across the economy from the banking sector to consumers, and you can see they go up from 2011 and they reach about 400 to 500 million pounds a month in 2012 and 2013. Over the whole of 2013, that will tot up to about £5.5 billion. And for context, that's over a penny off the basic rate of income tax, about a penny and a half. Clearly that's not spread over the whole population, but concentrated on a few million people. And there's some evidence that those people that took out PPI insurance are more likely to spend the money rather than save it. And so it's popping up in places like car dealerships where cheques for £2,000 to £3,000 are being used as deposits for cars.
So is this just going to go on and on?
Well, that's the new news that we got today from Lloyds, backing up what we heard from RBS, that whereas we'd thought that this stuff would fade out around now, it seems to be continuing at that monthly rate and will continue throughout 2014 and into 2015, providing a kind of boost to the economy, a stimulus if you like, and might begin to explain a mystery in the economy, which is why the consumer has been so strong at a time when credit growth has not come back. They've been spending it out of income, and some of this PPI money is that income, perhaps up to a fifth of the growth in household spending. And
there's also news today of another major bank atoning for the sins of the past. The chief executive of Barclays is giving up his bonus for last year.
That's true. That's not just PPI, it's other issues that Barclays have faced. But yes, Anthony Jenkins, the CEO, has volunteered to not accept a bonus for the second year running. It would have been up to £3 million. Just goes to show that banks are still very much at the centre of attention.